Hi, this is Jeff Chubb with Remax, and I'm on location today at Stone Ink and brought Aaron Paradis along to tell us a little bit about the different options we have to choose from when redoing our kitchen, specifically with countertops. So Aaron, when redoing a kitchen, what are some of the choices of stone that I have to look at when I wanted to make some improvements?
Well, for kitchens, you have three main options. You have your marbles, your granites, and your quartzes.
Wonderful. And so is there a huge difference between the three? I mean, what should I be specifically looking at depending on my functionality, my way of life, if you will?
Well, your marbles are your softest stone, but you do get a lot more of the veining and the more classic look. Your granites are a little harder and a little more durable if you have a kitchen that's going to have a lot of traffic and a lot of use. And you have lots of options with granite. And then you also have your quartzes, which are man-made, the most durable of the three, and a very uniform look throughout.
Great. Now, I'm assuming that if I'm a customer and I come here and I walk in and I kind of say, for instance, my wife and I, we don't cook at all. We're just looking to redo a kitchen that's more on the glamorous side versus somebody that comes in and says, I'm a huge cooker and, you know, a family of 5 and that's all I do. I'm assuming you can work with people in regards to saying, okay, well, this might make more sense versus this.
Absolutely. We always start with what kind of look you're going for and, you know, what's the function of the space. So for example, if you have an outdoor kitchen, we always shy away from the quartz because the glue they use will actually change color in the sunlight over time. If you have a low volume kitchen and you love the look of marble, you know, we can absolutely do that. And the sealers they use today, you don't have to worry about staining the material nearly as much as you did back like 10 years ago.
That's great. So Aaron, standing here, I noticed a ton of different stones behind us. Is there a difference between your standard stone and more of your premium / luxury stone?
Absolutely, depending on what the material is. So for example, marbles will pretty much go by how white the marble is or how gray the background. Generally speaking, the whiter the background, the more expensive it's going to be. For granites, the price relies a lot on where it comes from and how hard it is to quarry the material and how many imperfections the stone does or doesn't have. And then for your quartzes, the price solely is based on how difficult it is to make.
Now, I've been in a million different houses and I've noticed that there's a different level of thickness between a lot of the different countertops I've been in. Does that involve pricing?
Absolutely. You can get stuff in many different thicknesses, and yes, the thicker it is, the more expensive it is, but we will actually do a little trick where we laminate 2 pieces together to make it look a lot thicker than the countertop actually is.
Now, I gotta ask, this is a fun fact. So I remember earlier you were telling me about how some granites that have blue in it are from different quarries. So if I want a blue granite, where's that coming from?
So a lot of your blue stones will come from places closer to the ocean, believe it or not, and those are very difficult to quarry, which is why if you see a blue granite, generally speaking, it is very expensive.
So in other words, tell my wife we're not having any blue countertops.
I mean, unless, yeah.
Okay, great. All right, so now that I've chosen my countertop, what are some of the options that I have to choose from?
Well, some of the main options to think about for your kitchen are going to be the finish, your edge, and the sink.
Okay, and what are we seeing as the most standard option that people are purchasing today?
So for the finish, most materials come polished, but if you want the leathered or hone look, we're able to do that for you, even if the material is stocked polished. For edges, you have a lot of options. The standard is going to be a pencil or a radius edge, but there's so many options to choose from. And then for sinks, I mean, this is a farmer sink, but basically most people want undermount sinks that are stainless steel for their kitchen.
Now, we have that leathered kind of looking countertop. From my understanding, you're one of the only companies in the area that will actually do that, correct?
Yes, we actually have the machines that if a material comes polished or leathered, we're able to refinish it into the finish that you're looking for.
That sounds great. So Aaron, tell me, somebody pulls up, what should they be expecting in regards to the whole process? Can you walk us through that?
Absolutely. So anyone who walks through the door, we always ask for a rough dimensions and drawing of their kitchen or bathroom. That way we can have a square footage estimate, and then we'll help you pick a material. And from there we'll be able to give you an estimate of what the project would cost. And then depending on the material itself, we may send you to the warehouse to look at the specific slab that we'll be using to cut your countertop.
Now I have to imagine, I've talked about these guys being a local company. For the fact that you are a local company, it's got to be great for your customers to be able to drive out to the warehouse and specifically look at the slab of material that they're going to purchase.
Absolutely. I mean, we have a fabrication shop and a main warehouse in Marlboro, right down Route 9. And the warehouse has thousands and thousands of slabs in it, and our fabrication shop is where we house all of the remnants that we have.
Great. Wanted to thank you for watching. I hope you learned a thing or two about stone and are looking forward to your next home renovation.
If you have any questions, feel free to contact us here at 888-909-STONE. And any friend of Jeff's is a friend of ours, so if you contact Jeff as well, he can send you a coupon for a 10% discount on your next project.
Thanks for watching. Have a great day.